We finally have the maintenance announcement for the global launch that's coming out in a few days. As you can see, the schedule is listed here. If you're not familiar with the UTC time, basically the maintenance will start 5 hours before the reset, that being on the Tuesday, and it will be ending 3 hours after the reset hits, so on the Wednesday. So basically take whatever time the reset is normally for you, add 3 hours, and that's when it'll end. But there are always chances for it to take longer, but they are taking around 8 hours for the maintenance to hit, so that should be plenty of time. We can see from the maintenance details here, they're adding an absolute ton of content. We're getting new main story chapters added in, so if you haven't had a chance to read Soul Leveling, I do recommend it. That way you won't get spoiled. We also have a new job change being added in. I love to see that. Whenever we get a new job change in the game, we get a ton of damage, so that'll make hunting those magical beasts much easier. And of course, what we've all been waiting for, we have a new SSR Hunter. Cha is being added, and her Hunter exclusive weapon is being added in as well. And if we go to the #1 leaker of Soul Leveling Rise, Alpha Leaker did put out that we will have the Grand Launch Celebration Special Dice event coming in to get Cha's exclusive weapon, so that's always nice to see. Basically, it should be similar to the Choi and Silvermane Yunhu events we've had in the past, so that should be an easy way to get a weapon, especially if you're doing a ton of summons. We also have 3 new costumes added in. Jumping back to Alpha Leaker, I believe he did post them here. It might be these skins here. We have one from the Hunter exclusive pass, and we have these other 2 skins as well. I'm sure that's what it's referring to, or it could be Cha skin as well. They do have some very nice skins for her. She does look fabulous in these. I'm sure it'll come in a package. I will definitely be purchasing this, so again, thanks Alpha Leaker for posting these. And we have a story reverse mode added in as well. I wonder what that could mean. If you have any thoughts, leave it in the comments. I don't know if any games that have this feature in them. Story reverse mode could really mean anything. I wonder what that would entail, but hey, more content is always appreciated. We also finally have new Hunter archives added in. We only had 2 previously. They do give us a bunch of Essence Stones, so that's very nice to see. And of course, new events and packages. That's no surprise, of course. Hopefully these packages will be great value. And this is the most important thing here. System improvements and bug fixes. The reason why that's so important is, well, I'll show you in just a moment here. #1 is obviously the crit change. We're all looking forward to being fixed, but the one thing that I want personally fixed is the extremely long load times between screens. As you can see, we always get that load icon popping up depending on what screen we go to. You can see if you go to events, again, you're met with that loading sign. Going between screens isn't completely seamless, so I do hope they fix that. We constantly get met with these loading signs going from instance dungeons, to example. If you exit or jump into them, this loading sign just doesn't go away. If you go to gates as well, let's hop into gates. You'll see that, yeah, we have a loading sign again. Obviously, it is dependent on what you go to. If you make a connection to the server, you'll be met with that sign. It's not the most important thing, but it does make the gaming experience a bit better, so I do hope they make that change. Obviously, we are on a test server, so they're probably not using the most optimal settings for the game inputs, but once the global launch does happen, I do think it's an absolute necessity to make the gaming experience seamless. Anyways, jumping back in, we can look at the event details. I love that they have them all listed here. So the main dates you want to keep note of is the capsule draw event, the points event, the rock paper scissors event, and the celebration check-in event. These events will all basically end once the maintenance begins, that being 5 hours before reset on the Tuesday. So make sure you definitely do participate in these events at one last time. That way you don't miss out on any potential rewards. And the Silvermane Yunhu special draw event will be ongoing, so I wonder if that's going to stack with Cha's event as well, since she will be added to the game. Let me actually check, does it say anything about her here? And I don't think so, but let's continue reading on. So the Season 1 Hunter Pass actually ends today as of the making of this video, so once the reset for tomorrow does hit, we won't get any more rewards for that. And the following packages here for you pay to win players, looks like these 2 will be ending, and the total purchase count in the bonus tab of the shop will be resetting as well. If you're not familiar with that, I do have to mention it. It is the easiest way to get a cheap SSR, and I do think a lot of people do miss it. So jumping into our shop, if you look here, we have the bonus tab. So once you click that, if you look at the top here, you can accumulate purchases. So you can do this 3 times every day. If you purchase the 2 daily packages here, you get 2 counts every single day. That's the cheapest way to do it. I believe this package package, you used to be able to purchase 2 of every day, but they did nerf it. So that way, if you want to accumulate 3 every day, you have to purchase 1 of these, and 1 more of the more expensive packages. Obviously, you could go with the artifact enhancement, but it isn't the best value. But anyways, as you can see, the rewards are honestly really good. These packages are about $1 to $1.50. So that means if you spend around $10, you'll get a guaranteed SSR, and you can see what that SSR is. Last time we had the Huntsman, which is one of our best light weapons. Obviously, that's a steal, considering it could take up to 80 draw tickets to get this one SSR, which is worth way more than $10. So again, a very decent value. I do recommend if you're pay to win to always take advantage of this. But jumping back to the notes, they mentioned the bonus tab again, so be sure to do that if you haven't already. And we do have some major maintenance compensation. We get 800 Essence Stones, which is so much better than last time. I think last time we got 100 or maybe 200, so I am glad they upped it. You do have around 2 days to claim it, so be sure you do that. It'll be sent to your mailbox, so I do appreciate them giving us a bunch of bonuses there. I know everyone wants to play and they probably realize that, and this will definitely help us some for Cha. Although this only amounts to 3 summons, every little bit does help us get Cha. Now there are some notes here. Obviously the maintenance schedule time may be subject to change. You should close the game before the maintenance begins. I know I never do that. And again, if you have anything in your mailbox, make sure to claim it. You don't want to come back to the game and notice everything's been expired, and that does seem to be the entire maintenance notice here. I'm looking forward to it, especially that new hunter. I have an absolute ton of Essence Stones saved up, and I'm also planning on streaming the global launch. I'm saving up all my draw tickets. We have 242 here, and with these Essence Stones, we'll have over 100 for the Raid Up banner in total. So I can't wait to do all those summonings. We're going to get an absolute boost to our damage, and I know for a fact I'll need that since we're in the hard mode for the Power of Destruction. And let me tell you, once you go to normal to hard, it doesn't get any easier. To get the maximum rewards, you need to do how much damage to the boss? Over 100 million. Yeah, 150 million. Obviously the rewards do increase. These rewards are very nice, but getting to this damage mark is so difficult. Hopefully once they fix crit and once Cha does get released, we'll do enough damage to actually attempt to beat this boss. And by beat I mean doing enough damage to get these rewards. There isn't a chance we'll be able to beat it since they just have far too much HP. And I definitely do need to reach soul leveling and catch up on the game story. Basically when I was running the story, I would look away at every cutscene, making sure I don't get spoiled. Obviously playing the game, you are getting a little bit spoiled while you play, but I did try to dodge all the spoilers I could. That way I do get a positive reading experience. So before they add new chapters in, I'll be sure to read the manhwa. Anyways, that was it for me today. If you enjoyed, drop a like and comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Soul Leveling Rise content. We have a stream coming up as well in the global launch, so don't miss out on that. This is Zaf signing out.